So I am going to be giving you a walkthrough of my Canvas and my LMS system. I created a video for students at the beginning of the semester, but I've made some changes as the year has progressed, so I'll kind of outline and show some of those changes. We use Canvas as a school. We have a little bit of a requirement as to how it is set up. And so it's a little bit standardized-ish between students. Our students have 8 classes, 4 blocks on A days, 4 blocks on B days the following day. So they do manage 8 classes at a time. So our school does want our Canvas to somewhat look familiar. If a teacher has a Google site or they use like a OneNote notebook and you link that in your Canvas, and that is acceptable and that is fine. The main requirement is that it's organized. So on the very first day, one of the things that I do is I show my students how to organize their dashboard. So I'm going to leave the student view and go to my dashboard. And I have students that use list view or activity view in Canvas, and you can change that with this little button right here. And activity view and list view is very confusing for my students. So I have some students that are bound and determined to use that view, but card view is so much easier for students to navigate for their courses. So I show them on the dashboard, this is how we use card view. This is how your classes are set up. We do have a standardized naming for the school, and so it should have course name, semester. If you cross-list your classes because you have multiple ones, then you don't have to put the block. But if you don't, then you have the block. So I have lots of foods and nutrition. I only have one advanced foods, or I did last year. And so this should tell you this is A3. So A3, advanced foods and nutrition, Fuqua, semester 2. And then for foods and nutrition, it doesn't have the block because I have multiple ones. I also show students how to utilize a bookmark and use their bookmark bar at the top. So I have like specific folders that I'm going to use every single day with links. Our students actually have a bookmark with important links like Infinite Campus and EOS and Google Drive and Canvas. So I show them how to either put those in the bookmark bar across the way or create a folder. So when we click and we go into our class, we have a homepage, and everybody has to have a homepage. I'm going to actually put my homepage into student view for you so that you can see what that looks like. So one of the ways that we organize our Canvas is we hide a lot of the links. So students do not have access to quizzes or assignments. They have to access everything via modules. So the very first thing that opens up should be your homepage. I have announcements at the top. We show the homepage, grades, modules, their email, and then our Zoom link. So we did use Zoom. We did not go into virtual. Kentucky was like, nope, each district can only use 10 virtual or NTI days per school. So like a school could have shut down in a district, or a district could have shut down. That includes snow days or COVID days. So like our school did not close down regardless of any COVID days this year or illness. We just stayed open. But on a snow day or an NTI day, we did open up our Zoom. We didn't actually offer Zoom classes like we did when we did virtual. But either way, we have a link, and so that can be helpful if we need to use it. So there's a to-do list over here. So when you do stuff, there's a to-do list. I do have a lot of students that want to use the to-do list a lot, and I really encourage them to stay out of that. They need to know where they're at. The to-do list is going to show you what to do right now, but if you're behind, then the to-do list is just going to kind of confuse you. You're going to pop open lesson 5 when you haven't done 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have a homepage. It has some links, modules, Zoom, email. These are mandatory. I had at the end of the semester a spring unit assessment chart. At one point in the semester, I also had a public tracker, and that was a really good idea. And then I kind of quit using the public tracker because the students didn't really use it. I had a few, but I did have a link to the unit public tracker, and I would display that also in class, but students always had a link to it. So the assessment chart just kind of is like a unit or spring semester pacing guide. So when you click on that, it shows you like, this is what the unit is, this is what the assessments are and the lessons, so students can kind of self-pace. I also kind of outline on mine, these are the units that we hopefully would cover. There's also how to contact me and a link to the syllabus on the homepage. So this is the beginning of the navigation. I will actually break this down into a different video, so I'll show you my modules in the next video.